if it starts streaming.
Oh wait, I should probably turn it on my phone, right?
I don't think you need to, but... Hello, everybody. I think we're online.
What up, guys?
I'm hoping that it's online. It says it says it's live for 15 minutes. Welcome to our stream for this week. Unfortunately, Vanessa isn't here. So that means everything's kind of... we don't have a filter person.
No, yeah. We don't have to worry about what we're saying.
I think it's terrible because Vanessa's usually the one that's calms us down and makes us think rationally before we say things. So
Yeah.
I'm worried about this stream.
Yeah, but we're dudes, so yay!
Jeez. All right, so this week there's quite a bit of things that have been happening. So one thing that's coming up actually is the Tyson fight.
Yeah, Tyson versus
Roy
Jones Jr. I was gonna say Evander Holyfield.
And that's why I've got like this thing
Yeah.
going on.
Well, that's in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, that's going on in 2
Yeah.
weeks. What do you think of that?
Man, my friend told me it's gonna be only 5 rounds.
Yeah, it's they're like over 50 something.
No, I'm joking.
Five,
Make it 12. No, I'm joking.
5 rounds for like anybody
Yeah.
is like
That's hard.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot, and they're probably gonna be like,
What's up, Strill?
"Hey, what's up, Strill? Can you hear us?"
Are we loud enough this time?
I'm starting to think that I'm becoming pretty pro at this stuff now.
Yeah.
Like the
Brian's
setup
getting a
anyways.
lot used to
Setup anyways, not the actual streaming stuff. It's
Mhm.
not like the streaming stuff's pretty hard because you have to figure out content all the time and
Mhm.
like get that sort of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Loud and clear. Awesome.
yep, loud and clear.
Wonderful.
So
So how many minutes is of it each round?
no, I think it's I don't know, 2 minutes or something. Like that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because I'm thinking like on that fight card, there's also Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, the YouTuber.
Yeah, because who's the older brother? There's Jake and there's
Oh, there's are they twins?
no. One's an older brother, one's the younger one.
Oh,
One's the Suicide Forest,
Logan.
and then one's the other one.
Logan Paul.
Okay, yeah, Logan Paul.
Yeah,
Logan
that's,
Paul is Suicide Forest guy.
Oh God, I can't believe you
Yeah,
did that. That was-
but Jake Paul, he's actually like when you look at him train, I feel he was a better fighter than his older brother was.
Wait, he did another one. One of the brothers did another fight before.
What's the guy? PSI, MSI is a tech company. Sorry.
Yeah, MSI is a tech company.
It's that YouTuber from England.
Men going for hurt themselves. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely. Man.
Everybody's worried about them because they're not too sure what's gonna happen with
Yeah.
their livelihood, I guess.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing with KSI. There you go.
KSI, that's it.
Yeah, that's the dude.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff. I can't believe they're gonna be, if the people want it, I guess they'll get it.
Yeah, why not? Of course. And that's the thing. Like, that's the funny thing about these YouTubers getting into these like fights, exhibition fights.
Yeah.
They're pulling in a lot of the crowd.
Yeah.
Like before this COVID thing, the last one was that KSI versus was it Logan Paul or Jake? But anyways, that was like a co-main
Yeah.
to another big fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so because they got a lot of press, that's why they said, okay.
And it's just funny because now you're seeing social media people co-main other bigger fighters.
I ain't ever gonna be in one of those fights.
Even
if I ever get, I know, bang gang. We'll never do those things. Actually, Sahel could probably do it for us, but I'm not gonna be doing it.
Everybody's like, who are these guys?
Who are these guys? These guys are from Ottawa. They do mukbangs.
That's about it.
I know. So, all right. What did I write down for that?
I don't know, I'm trouble reading.
Oh, the fronts.
Oh, the fronts of all those restaurants.
Okay, so what?
These
Logan brothers are kind of joked and crazy. I wouldn't want to fight them. Actually,
for sure.
They're pretty. They train a lot, actually.
Yeah.
And they're anybody that trains a lot, they're no joke because you got to have a certain mentality to train like that in order to
beat somebody else.
To beat somebody else up.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you never want to mess around with anybody that has that mentality to train and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're determined.
Yeah, you're going in there with intent.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's to hurt someone.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
That's not a good thing.
But as far as these fronts for these restaurants.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm sorry.
The fronts for these restaurants. Oh my god. I am like a, what's it called? OCD for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
When things aren't like straightened out, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I gotta fix it up.
It bugs you, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
because
it
you're
bugs
always
me.
looking at it.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of discussions going on with COVID in Ottawa right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of restaurants and businesses are actually closing down.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's certain businesses, you're like, how are they still up?
Yeah, how
They're
are you
like,
still open?
How are
It's
you
like,
still open? There's
You're empty pre-COVID, and
you
you're
were
still empty
exactly.
now.
They were empty, like absolutely empty pre-COVID, and then now they're still thriving.
Yeah,
I
or
don't-
they're still there. It's like, what is going on with you?
Yeah, it doesn't make quite sense. But then,
Yeah.
and
Like
then-
a rose in a pile of shit, but it's not a rose.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a rose. It's like a daffodil or something.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So then we started thinking. I'm like, are these like fronts for like organized crime or something?
Yeah.
It's sort of like laundering money or something.
Yeah, it's like a cover up because it's like, well, I never see people go in and never see people come out. The open sign's on though.
Yeah, it's kind of scary because like some of them they're in big areas and you're like, why? How do you afford to pay the rent for this thing and not have business going on?
Right? Oh, he's going dun dun
Dun
dun.
dun dun dun. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
But then there's also this new thing that's going on that we were just talking about when we went to. Actually, what we're going to be showing you guys is this thing called Meat Fresh.
Yeah. So
And-
it's like a Chinese dessert place?
Yeah, it's a Taiwanese dessert place that's that just recently opened up. Actually, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So we're starting to think, oh my god, like a lot of the businesses here are kind of like they're suffering. So they're begging. They might even be lowering down some of the costs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so sometimes these bigger, well, not necessarily bigger, but other international places,
People who have money.
people that have money, they're
Yeah.
gonna scoop up and invest and try and like take advantage of the situation where like it's cheaper rent or like maybe that place is open and it's a potential for good businesses outside after the pandemic's over and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's almost like, one person's suffering is another's opportunity. It's
exactly.
It's like, oh, this person's not really doing well right now. Who knows? Hopefully you want them to succeed, but then in that chance that it happens that they go out of business, there's somebody else
they're gonna
coming
go.
in.
They're gonna come after us for blowing their fronts. We didn't say
Yeah.
any. We didn't say any. We didn't say
any names.
Any names, but I'm just saying like there's certain places that were kind of like I don't know.
Yeah. It's just, I'm sure, and everybody's thinking that too, because you could just look at it. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's going, okay,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
So we were gonna try out this dessert place.
Taiwanese desserts, tofu pudding,
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of different places. Like they had the mung bean.
mung bean, a lot of beans in their desserts. It's like a general ingredient.
Yeah.
And
One of the things I really wanted to try out was the shaved ice.
Yeah.
Because I remember having shaved ice in Taiwan, and it was absolutely amazing. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it wouldn't have lasted for this long.
yeah, it probably would have just lasted in the car ride. Right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Shaved ice, it's so simple, but shaved ice is amazing depending on who makes it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but they have the syrup on top of it, and then they put like mangoes, like actual
fresh fruit.
Yeah, fresh fruit. They
Oh,
put fresh
okay.
fruit on it and put the syrup on top of it.
Mm.
Oh, last time I had it, it was like heaven. I've
Yeah.
never had something like that before, and I was so happy to know that they finally have that in Ottawa now.
Yeah.
But this is actually quite new in Ottawa. It's like I think it's probably the only thing in Ottawa that kind of sells this sort of stuff. We have like bubble tea stuff. Well, everybody has bubble
Standard
tea
bubble
stuff.
tea.
But this is like kind of more Asian kind of desserts.
Like if you're from there, you would recognize
Yeah.
what you're like. It's like, oh, this shop has this.
Yeah, because not a lot of
Awesome.
people like those type of flavors, like
No.
the mung bean,
Yeah.
the taro, and that sort of stuff.
Because people don't see bean as a dessert
Well,
ingredient.
We
you know?
don't. We're not regular. Well, we grew up not having that stuff.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So like the people in the Western side of things, they're just like, oh,
Hey, Vanessa.
the Hangout sells shaved ice. Oh, the Hangout, yes.
The
I've been to
Hangout, yeah.
the Hangout, yeah. But I don't think I've ever had shaved ice at the Hangout. I've only had their teas.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've
But
been there.
shaved ice when I had it in Taiwan, it's like this this stall. It's just like a little vendor or whatever. It's street food basically,
and it's cheap.
Yeah,
it's meant to be cheap.
Yeah, it's ice.
Yeah,
I hope it's cheap.
but of course over here.
This place is relatively expensive though. This is,
pricey. This was like $8.
$8 for this.
$8 for water and tofu. No, I'm joking. It's good.
It's kind of like that though.
Yeah. I'm explaining things very simply, So.
Now you all get bad reviews or big. You know what? What are they gonna do?
Yeah, still, I don't even have kneecaps. Doesn't matter. My knee is already done for.
We've been trying to be as authentic and truthful as possible.
Yeah.
If they close down my YouTube channel, I just don't have to do videos every week.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal.
Mukbang gang not doing their thing.
Not doing their thing. Brian Ng is not doing his thing anymore. So like I'm not too worried if they close me down for YouTube and stuff like that. I just want people to know whether things are good or not.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So he got was that number 1 or number 2?
This is number 3.
Oh, that's yours then.
Yeah. This
Okay,
is
but
yours.
we're gonna try both of them anyways. So this is what you normally find. This tofu.
Brian would know all about this.
This tofu is actually at a lot of dim sum places. They call it dafufa, where they have like this tofu, but then they have like this sugary syrup on top of it. But this one's a little more elevated because they put extra stuff inside of. I don't want to spill everything. That's why I'm like, why do they have it so tight, man? Well, I guess so it doesn't spill.
Right.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, so here we go.
So all the other ingredients are at the bottom.
Yeah, all the other ingredients are at the bottom. I'm just gonna pull up a bowl for each of this.
Just naan bread.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and that's it.
Yep.
That's for that one. See what's at the bottom. This one's the mung one, so these are the mung beans. They're like green. I don't even know how am I gonna show you guys that.
Probably spill it if you tried to.
Yeah, I'd probably spill it. We were thinking of doing a video for like a dessert place, but then we were like, nah, we can't, because every time we do that, we can't get through the whole thing.
Yeah, like an entire episode on just desserts. That's just that's bad for our health and just a bad episode.
Especially since we always overdo things with desserts.
Yeah, we'll try to get like one of everything or two of everything, and then we won't eat a third of it.
That's generally why.
And then we leave it at Brian's house, and then we don't know what happens.
Then I eat the whole thing by myself and have like these sugar crashes every few hours, and that's like not a great sight.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right, so this is the mung bean tofu.
Does it have a smell to it? Yeah, it smells like tofu.
Yeah, and mung bean.
It smells like soy. Okay.
Yeah.
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 It's what you'd expect.
Yep. Now, one of the things about these actually Asian desserts in general is that they are boring. It's not super sweet.
Yeah.
And that's how Asians really have their desserts all the time.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I wouldn't pay $8 for this again. Let's just get it off my chest.
I do still want to try out their shaved ice though.
Oh, of course, yes.
I would not spend $8 for this.
Yeah. Because you think about anything else that you could spend $8 on, and this wouldn't be it.
Normally, you could find this stuff without the mung beans anyways.
Yeah.
The tofu stuff with the syrup, it's at dim sum places, and it's
Yeah.
just usually $2 or $3 or whatever.
Well, and that's the reason why I wouldn't spend $8 again, because it's like the simplicity of what you're having.
Mm-hmm. And
It's
it took
just
forever.
so plain.
What the hell did it take so long to get
Yeah.
that stuff for?
It's like maybe they were just trying to stir it to make it look like it took longer than expected. It's like, let's keep stirring the syrup.
Yeah.
Let's turn this tofu into tofu.
There were literally 3 people at that restaurant.
Yeah.
Me, Seiya, and one other third guy.
Yeah. And we
it-
waited like at least 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know what the hell they were doing.
Stirring.
Stirring.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like I almost want to cover up this dessert with just more chicken or something.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
I'm just like, I want to get over this.
But we still have yours.
I know.
Oh.
Hopefully mine is different. Hopefully.
I hope so.
But yeah, it's meat fresh.
Meat fresh. Yeah, meat fresh. That's meat fresh. Yeah, he wasn't too sure if it was supposed to be good.
It's
It's
let's just say it's like tofu water.
it's not tofu.
I know, but it's like I'm just saying like 2 things together. There's the tofu and then there's the water.
Yeah,
Tofu water.
but it's sugar tofu
Yeah,
water.
sugar
yeah.
tofu water. There you go. Sugar syrup.
It's never been a favorite of mine, but I just
It was worth a try.
It was worth a try.
Like I didn't know what the name of it was, like tofu pudding. I'm like, oh okay. Then when I saw it, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
tofu pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start. With
Next time, the thing is, when we get there and we can have things there, I probably get the
Shaved ice. Oh, for sure. And they had like mochi, sesame mochi,
Yeah.
and all these other good things.
Yeah.
So it's like this is just one out of the many dishes that we could have tried.
Yeah.
So it's not like we could say that we hate the place.
No.
I'm just an asshole. Sorry. Nah.
No, not big on tofu. Their
Okay.
tofu. You have to try out deep fried tofu though,
Yeah.
with oyster sauce on it.
Yeah. There's this place. I think it's called Magic Noodle in Toronto, if
Yeah.
I could remember. It's like 24 hours. You could go there any time of
Yeah.
day, and you have to get their tofu because it's huge.
Mm.
And like you said, it's just covered in the sauce, and it's so good. Like you
Yeah.
have to have it.
It's the simplest
Yeah.
thing. You can actually probably make it yourself.
Yeah.
But it's just like deep fried tofu, and then just put like a little oyster sauce on it. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's crunchy, and like inside it's like it's creamy.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's so good.
Yeah.
I think that would convert you, Strill.
Yeah. Oh, so this is the red bean and peanut.
Yeah, this is the red bean. And peanut. He wasn't too sure about the peanut thing. I was like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, peanut sounds okay. Then it's like, oh, okay, so there's like peanut halves in this.
Oh yeah. I don't understand why they do that all the time with Asian dishes. They have these like, they just add like half peanuts and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like, either
That texture. No, the texture. It's just weird. They can do so much with tofu.
Yeah, tofu could have so many different consistencies.
Yeah.
That
You're
it's
thinking
not-
of that one type of texture.
Yeah, you're thinking of like the fresh tofu in a container where you just pick it up and it's like,
Yeah, keep an open mind.
yeah. I don't know about those dots. I don't think. I'm pretty sure you don't want to try it.
When you say ... we already know what you
like,
mean.
Maybe ... You could have used a comma. You could have just started a new line. But those 3 dots say something else, Stro.
It's crazy when
It's okay, you're honest. We like it.
Yeah. It's crazy when people can like read things through like how people write now. Like,
Yeah. Oh, of course, man. Like
back in the day, you can never do sort of like that.
Well, that's exactly it, like you said, because I texted a friend like last week, and because I didn't include like any exclamation marks or emojis, they thought my answer was like rude, or they thought I was mad at
Are
them.
you serious?
Yeah, but I was just like, no, I'm just writing a sentence. I'm like, there's nothing for me to even be mad about what you said. It's just like it wouldn't make sense for me to be mad.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, I just didn't see any exclamation like any like
So you're not excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Or like hat face or emojis or anything. I'm like, I don't like these emojis. That's weird. Like,
Yeah, I never used to use emojis at all. I always thought they were like dumb.
yeah, very childish.
Yeah, very childish. And then everybody started using it, and then mob mentality, kind of like
Yeah.
don't want to feel like the outcast of the whole group, so you
Yeah.
start putting them in.
Yeah.
But I still don't put emojis as much as like
Mhm. as normal people do. Like
as normal people do, but it seems weird, especially as guys.
Yeah.
Especially as guys, it's like so weird to put any emojis in, especially when you're talking to another guy.
Yeah. I think that's one of the times that I actually stopped, because when I was younger, like because of the MSN chat days or whatever.
Yeah, MSN chat days. Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah,
MSN
I put like a huge grinny smile emoji. Then my friend's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like,
"Yeah, really?"
And I thought, I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "No, it's just weird for you to put this." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess you're right."
That was when you were younger too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this red bean one.
You know what the difference is? The peanut.
I can faintly taste the red bean, but like,
yeah, the red bean is just like the other bean.
Yep.
But now you got like a wet peanut. That's what it is. You know, there's no crunch. It's not like crunchy peanut butter.
Oh man.
You have a boiled peanut. Now, Strill definitely doesn't want to have it anymore.
Yeah.
Boiled peanut, sugar water, and soft tofu.
He says text can be taken out of context.
Yeah.
Depending on the mood of the receiving end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that Key and Peele skit. Yeah. When every time, I forget who Key.
Oh yeah, he took it as an offense. Everything that he wrote.
Yeah, showed up with a club, with like a spiky club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was a good skit. Actually.
That was a good skit.
Yeah. That was a good skit because I could see that actually happening in real life. Like,
yeah, and it does happen to people. Right?
Going crazy over a text.
Yeah. And exactly like I just told you with my story, it's like I just wrote a very basic sentence, and they didn't know how to respond to what I said. You know, people just write like "okay."
Yeah.
And after, I just waited because I'm like, oh, how does she see what I'm writing? And then afterwards, it's like, were you mad? I'm like, wait, what?
You texted them for quite a while. Do they not know how your personality is?
Exactly, and that's why there's times where it gets annoying because I'm like, you know how I am.
Yeah.
What?
The one thing that kind of gets me sometimes is that when some people wait on text to reply, and they didn't read your first thing and just assume they know what you're talking about, and then they take everything in the wrong context.
Yeah.
Like they think they're already in the like what you said, Strill. It's what their state of mind is at the time, but they don't even read the context of like what had happened before.
Yeah.
And so they write this weird thing, and you're like, why are you?
And it's like, why are you putting this on me now?
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second, I'm not responsible for how you feel at all.
And you're friends, right?
Yeah.
You're like, you're friends. Why would you even assume that you had like a negative connotation to like what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's like I spent the entire day being nice to you, then just suddenly I'm a jackass. You know, like just out of the blue, like, oh, it's my Tourette's jackass theory.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I go back to being nice. They're loading up the company van and on the way.
I remember that. Loading up the van and going in the way. So, I would say if this was $2, maybe it'd be worth it.
Yeah.
But as $8, this is not worth it.
Yeah, because when you especially think of the cost of tofu.
And the cost of sugar water.
Yeah.
It's almost like water.
Yeah. You know, for our next live, we should make our own. It should be like, oh, it cost us a dime.
And then we could do a blind test.
Then we could call it Meat Fresher. No, I'm joking. See, where's his asshole?
Oh my god. Vanessa, where are you?
Yeah. Right?
This is what happens when you're gone.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
We can't show up there ever again. They end up watching the episode. They're like, you guys, get out of here.
Yeah, this is why our viewership goes down whenever Vanessa's not around.
Yeah. Is there 4 people viewing? No. What's always that number 4? What's that represent?
Concurrent viewers, it says.
Whoever else is present right now, show yourselves.
Oh my god. All right, what else? Oh yeah.
Look. Somebody said, hi, Brian.
Hey, man, how's it going?
One rice, one.
No, I think that's, I know who it is. I know who you are. It's
Have they been in our chats before?
No.
No?
No. I know who you are. I know who you are.
Eat ghost pepper.
Eat ghost pepper.
For our next one, Vanessa has to be there though.
Yeah, Vanessa loves hot
Spice.
pepper stuff.
Beans don't belong in desserts. See, I could see where he's coming from. Remember I mentioned that earlier?
I know who you are. It is.
I'm gonna keep going at this naan bread after I finish this.
I know who you are. It's Eric. Eric. It's Eric, right? Beans don't belong. Yeah, I tend to agree with the beans don't kind of belong.
Yeah.
I've never liked beans in desserts, namely red bean.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Frank, who the hell is it now?
I like bean though. It feels like red bean ice cream. Hell yeah.
No, I hate it.
Oh,
it's
you hate it?
You know, it's weird because they don't like Asians don't really like super sweet things.
Mm-hmm.
But I find that red bean is too sweet for me.
You find red bean sweet?
Yeah, it's super sweet.
Oh, what the hell?
Who are you, Rice One?
That big loaf of bread looks good, but you are barely touched. Oh, so it came with two.
Yes.
So this is the naan bread. It came with the platter.
It's in our video coming up this week.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a place called
Zaki's.
Zaki's. Yeah, that's
so it's a halal barbecue and grill spot in Ottawa, in the west end of Ottawa.
Yeah.
And the food was really good, especially the beef.
Oh, yeah.
So we just want to try to eat everything else first before we got to this, but I'm just slowly picking at it because it's so good.
Hey, keep me half of it, buddy.
Yeah, I will. This one will be my last piece. All right.
Yeah. And Rice, tell me who you are.
No. You got to figure it out.
You're not even giving me any clues. Who the heck are you?
Yeah, see? One Rice, one knows about Zaki's fried chicken. Boom.
Why would one Rice know who?
Why can't he know about Zach? This guy's like, why would somebody else know about the food?
How would you know about Zaki's?
Yeah, it's a staple. That's why. Brian, who am I? See?
Will. Is it Will? No, Will was the other name. Remember last time he called you Nash?
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Your
not
friend?
Will.
No.
That's not Will.
Talking real fast must be a front. About this food?
Oh. Which one? Which one's a front?
Which one's a front, Skrill? Are you talking about this food? This food's really good.
Yeah, this was actually really good.
Yeah, see? He knows.
Who
Zaki's
the
on Walmart.
heck?
Anybody in the West End would know about Zaki's, to be honest with you.
I didn't know about Zaki's, and I'm from the West End.
But like you're like here, like more of like
I
central. I mean.
I wasn't from Caldwell area. I should know it.
But that was like a while ago. That's been a while.
It's not even that long ago. I'm there all the time.
Oh, okay. Oh, he was just joking. I was like, damn. Yeah, because this chicken is something else. It's roasted chicken, so it's not oily.
Roasted. It's like broiled and roasted, so it's called roasted.
It's almost like convection cooked, I believe.
You're a noob. Who the hell is it?
It's down the street from you, see? You know what? Keep insulting Brian until he figures you out.
Who are you? It's driving me nuts now.
Yeah. Keep going, one Rice.
Rice.
Look at how agitated he's getting.
I know who it is.
There you
Bobby.
go.
Bobby. It's Bobby.
Probably a goon.
One of the other things we wanted to talk to you guys about was this girl in Quebec.
Oh, the lottery you're talking about. I didn't know about it. Brian, you talk about it.
From Montreal. Yeah, I knew it. It was Bobby. Yeah. So there's this girl from Quebec. There was this $70 million Lotto Max win, lottery thing.
Yeah.
And she won it. And this is the first time she ever bought lottery tickets. And she won the freaking $70 million.
That's nuts.
And then I was just looking at her acceptance thing. It's so awkward. They have like this robot that comes up to her to give her the check.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's this rolling robot that comes in.
Like a bomb diffuser?
Yeah, it's like a bomb diffusing thing, and it comes up with this check, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? She grabs it, and she has like this, the mask and everything. And I was just thinking to myself, this is like the perfect opportunity, like the perfect time to win a lottery.
Yeah.
Because nobody could see your face. You can just put on the mask, put on a wig, talk in an accent, and you're like, nobody will know who you're. Because you can have your name there, but if you don't look like yourself, then nobody's gonna come after you afterwards.
Well, I think I remember seeing a video online where I believe a guy in
Rice One got your name, Rice One. That got me thinking, and I was like, it's Bobby. It has to be Bobby.
Yeah, with the non-bread, yeah. Because it's easy to just keep eating this and get full from it. Yeah. So yeah, we want to leave it to the end. Yeah. But now I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going at it. I gotta save it for Brian.
Yeah, because we still have some stuff left.
Yeah, which stuff is good.
Yeah.
Like especially the beef, the chamois, the ground beef. But
chamois was like one of the big highlights for today.
Yeah, and this is a spicy salad because I messed up. I actually put the
you put the hot sauce on.
I put the spicy salsa.
I was like, because he's the one that introduced me to Zacky's, and then he's like, hey, I'm just gonna put some salad dressing on. And he even told me the red one was hot sauce. Yeah. And I thought they was another sauce, and he just started pouring it. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. I thought because he showed me this other green one, and that was the salad sauce. I was like, that's kind of weird. Maybe they came up with another sauce, and he just continues pouring. I'm like, I just gotta believe in this guy.
But it ended up working out.
Well, yeah, I haven't watched the last episode because of the election stuff.
Oh yes. Gonna troll some more, but you know who I am. If you give some hot sauce, will you eat it?
It's called the bomb.
That the bomb is from Hot Ones.
Hot Ones, yeah.
It's like it tastes like hurting.
Hurting?
Like it hurts. It, like,
have you had it?
My brother's had it. He's like, it doesn't really taste like anything. It's just hot.
My brother's wife's brother's kids or whatever they came over one time, and then they had the bomb, and they said, oh, try it out. And I'm like, because I'm a big fan of Hot Ones. Yeah. And so like I tried it, and I think they got like some sort of like bootleg version of it because it was not hot.
Oh no?
No. I was like, this can't be the one because everybody freaks out about this thing. Yeah, There's no way that they got the right one. But it had like the whole like everything. It looked legit, but I don't think it was the right one. Although I still want to try it.
Well, we should even do the one with like the single ghost pepper chip.
Yeah. Oh, like can you buy that? Yeah. You have to special order it or something.
Yeah, it is special order.
Oh. Yeah. So the special order, like, we could try. I don't know if we want to do that. That's
but then the thing is, how I feel about that chip is that like you're paying extra just for one chip, right? Yeah. And of course it has some heat in it and it's very hot, but then like to spend that kind of money on just one chip when you could just get a bottle of something. Yeah. Right. Because I think it's just as hot. Yeah, because I think it's like a $20 chip.
Yeah. What? Yeah. $20 for that?
I'm sure they charge you like expensive because they're like, oh, it was a really hot chip, you can only handle one.
That's a brilliant marketing scheme. Yeah. Because then like it probably cost them nothing.
Yeah.
And then you ship.
They opened up one bag and sold all of those chips in that one bag. You know what I mean?
That's so brilliant. Who thought of that?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Mom remembers you.
And ask what you're doing on TV. That's hilarious. Yeah. Brian's made it.
I made it. Tell your mom I made it.
Brian's famous.
Yeah. I'm famous now. YouTube famous. So, I was telling you, oh, yeah.
Oh, $7 a chip. Okay, yeah, that's more reasonable than that. I thought it was like $20.
No, he's talking about American $7.
Oh, okay.
That's so like $13 for us.
$13.
No, probably $10. $10 for us.
PS5.
Oh yeah. Did I?
What else did you write? You wrote lottery, and then you wrote. You can't even read your own writing, can you?
No, I can't.
There's fried chicken. There's PS5, and there's something else.
What the hell did I write down? I forgot. It is next week. So PS5's coming up next week.
Yeah. Your PS5 is coming up.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I'll probably do like a little video for my nephews because they can't come over and whatever. But I'm a little worried about the PS5 because I got the what's it called?
First edition.
I got a new TV and receiver and stuff like that, and I think everything's being rushed out now because of they want to like because everything's about software nowadays.
Yeah.
Like they think that they can patch everything up with software, so they think we can roll out hardware and software will fix things up later on.
Yeah.
So the TV that I got, I thought it had all these features, but then I realized that it didn't. It was in future firmware updates that these things
So you have to unlock your TV.
Yeah. I was like, how do you sell things?
You sell the idea.
Sell the idea that your product is going to do something when out of the box it doesn't even do it.
Oh, that's
the
so
same
shitty.
thing with the receiver.
No.
Yeah, the receiver doesn't do it.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
"What? Are you freaking kidding me?"
So you got all this new stuff.
I've got all this new stuff and it doesn't even work because there's no firmware for it. And now I'm worried about the PS5 because they probably rolled this thing out quickly because they said, "Okay, the Xbox Series X is coming out. We have to come out at the same time." So they're going to rush this thing out, and they're not going to have the right firmware on this thing to do absolutely everything that it's going to say it's going to do.
Yeah, with your TV.
Yeah, exactly. Or no, just
just in general.
In general.
Yeah.
So now I'm worried when I get this thing, it's not going to freaking work.
All that hype for nothing.
All this hype. That's all it is. It's just building hype for us to buy things, and I'm just like, I can't handle this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know why because the PS4 I waited for like 2 years to buy it, and that's not normal for me. I usually buy things like pretty on the year that they come out. I waited for 2 years for that thing to come out, and then I bought the newer versions, and then and this time I don't know why I kind of ate into the hype. I think it's because of the pandemic. The pandemic is kind of like you see more advertising and you kind of like buy into hype and stuff like that, and I was suckered. I admit it. I've been suckered into this
You've been
stuff.
baited.
Yeah, I've been baited.
You got scammed.
Yeah, man.
He's
all right. Good night, Bobby. See ya. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, so I've been had, man. The whole pandemic thing, staying inside, is kind of dangerous because you start watching all these YouTube videos and you're like getting hyped up for products and you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, because you then make an excuse for yourself. It's like, well, if I'm stuck inside the house, I just want to spend money to make me being stuck inside the house better.
Yeah, Stro was saying and how everything is now, especially with cameras, drones, and high-end electronics. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you even probably bought certain things online because you thought they were cool.
Yeah.
And even the cameras. The cameras are the worst. Cameras are the worst.
Because it's a pretty big investment.
Yeah.
And then you get it and you're like, oh, wait, if I waited, I could have got a different edition or something else that would have been just as good.
Oh, yeah. It's really bad, especially with the Sony cameras.
Yeah.
They give you all these comparison videos and you're like, I get sucked into them, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's a better camera for me to do.
Yeah.
I could use it because it doesn't have a record limit and stuff like that. And you're like, oh crap, here, the cycle continues after that, and you're like, and then your brain is your worst enemy.
Yeah, then you just agree with what they say, and then you just spend the money. You're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. So, luckily, I haven't fallen in for the camera things yet. We're not too sure what's gonna happen, but yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, there's also one last thing we wanted to talk about, which was Saya's fried chicken story.
Okay, so I read this off. I got it off Twitter. It was like weird, funny international stories.
Yeah.
So, what happened is unfortunate because this 18-year-old kid was on a scooter, and this happened in China, right? He was on a scooter, and he got into a really bad accident. Right, where his internal organs, they were pretty damaged, and he ended up being in a coma for 62 days.
No.
62 days he was in a coma. 18-year-old, right? So this entire time, his family's by his bedside, speaking to him as he's in bed, and the nurses are of course comforting the family as well as assisting them as much as they can, right? But then throughout this entire ordeal, his older brother was speaking to his younger brother that was in a coma, and he was like, trying to cheer up his younger brother and trying to wake him up. So he said to his younger brother, it's like, you know what? I can't wait to feed you your favorite food, chicken fillet. And then miraculously, the little brother woke up.
Get out of here! Is that true story?
It was in the article. I don't know how true it was, but
yeah. Get out of here! That's ridiculous.
Fried chicken saves lives, guys.
What was it say?
The new Canon M50 is just the old M50 with a firmware update.
That's what
most
I
likely.
Heard. That's what I heard as well. You know what? I wouldn't mind as long as the M50 doesn't have a record limit. That's the biggest thing that I don't really like about the M50. I want it to, because I pretty much record everything in 1080 anyways, so I'm not too worried about the 4K stuff. And I was just talking to Seiya about like 4K because I'm kind of worried about 4K because like you need a better processor for your computer to like just do the editing and the rendering.
Yeah.
So I never really bothered with the 4K, but the biggest problem with the M50 is the record limit. Now, Seiya and Vanessa can probably attest with me that there's been numerous times when I'm just like turn it on and off, and sometimes we don't capture recordings because I accidentally didn't turn it back on. And it's like today actually.
This happened today. We had to redo.
So like if the M50 didn't have a record limit, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. We
just record it and then just like I just snip away. But because it has that record limit, I literally have to do that all the time.
But I feel that's like unless you have a camcorder, that's the setting for all standard mirrorless or DSLR cameras. Like,
6400, the A6400, the Sony A6400 doesn't have a record limit.
Well, that's probably because they decided to change that later on, right? But then I'm saying like normally, generally speaking, I think they purposely do that because they expect you to use this camera as an actual camera rather than recording, video
especially
footage,
with
right?
Canon stuff.
Because even mine, like I have to set it. Normally it cuts off at like after like 15 minutes or so.
Oh, that's
right. Sucks. So then I have to go to the settings and then put no limit, so at least it goes to 30.
And it still only goes to 30.
Yeah, it only goes to 30. That's the max I could do on my camera. So.
Yeah, that's really sucks because.
More so the processing, but eating up so much storage with 4K.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh yeah. I'll already record that.
Mad 1080p stuff. Yeah, that stuff is like it just sucks up so much information. And then the other problem is uploading it to YouTube afterwards.
Yeah.
Like if your file is like 8 gigs, that's gonna take forever for you to.
Even with 1080p, sometimes it takes a long time just to upload.
Well, I just recently found out. Well, not recently, but like it took me a while to figure this out. But like it's the codec of like. I don't know if it's called the codec.
The video codec of YouTube, they have their own like format. So then after, I think the one with which you export, it's not similar.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like a downgrade.
Yeah, you have to set it up to a certain HVAC or whatever it is for it to upload properly onto the compression of the file. If you don't compress the file enough, it'll take forever. It used to take me, when I first got my editing thing, I was recording it onto the wrong HVAC, and it was like super high quality, and it was going in, and it would take like a full day for me to like upload the video onto YouTube. I was always wondering how come it's taking so long. Maybe it's my internet connection and stuff like that. And all it was that I was putting in the wrong compression. So if I put it in a better compression, you have some loss in video quality, but like. For 1080, it's like I don't know, it's not nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I put in the new compression, and then it took like maybe 2 or 3 hours or something like that. Yeah, it took 2 or 3 hours to upload afterwards. So like just that alone, the compression thing is like a big game changer. But then like if considering 4K stuff, that stuff is like. I don't even want to think about how much compression that stuff's gonna need. What does he say now?
The M50 was aimed at vloggers because nobody uses camcorders anymore.
Yeah. I don't know when's the last time I've seen like a camcorder on sale anymore.
I feel if you're the one who is like part of a team of people, and you're trying to do like independent filmmaking, probably you would have that camcorder.
Mm-hmm.
Or for some people, some podcasts that I've seen, they have, like, they usually have like a Sony A7 III or whatever as one, but then sometimes they would have that, like a 2 camcorder setup.
Yeah.
That I've seen, like Flagrant, the Flagrant 2 podcast, like sometimes they go in and out of the shots that they have set up, and then you could see 2 camcorders set up.
Because, okay.
Because they also, like with the camcorders, you could also adjust the ISO and whatever settings on it, right? Yeah. So it's just obviously it's meant for recording longer video, and it has the power to do that.
I didn't realize how important long recording is until I started doing these YouTube videos and whatever.
Right? Because you even think about it, and then you think it's just recording, and then when you go back, check your camera, like, oh, it's off.
Yeah.
It timed out.
Or it overheated.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things. Overheating of cameras, it's so annoying. Yeah. Because you have to wait for it to cool down and then be able to like record again. It's just, and then you're paranoid whether it's gonna work or not. Yeah. 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 So, I think that's about it, eh? Yeah. Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. I thought it was pretty fun, guys. Yeah. It's too bad the meat.
Fresh desserts could have been better.
Could have been a little bit. They're not bad. Yeah. They're not bad. It's just I think it's kind of overpriced a bit.
Yeah. It was like a pretty wide selection of things, so it's like we didn't really know what we could get in the amount of time we had.
Oh, Kim's like, can I get an autograph? No. Camcorder is still king in long-term recording.
Congrats on your Lola's Kitchen success, Kim.
Yeah, everybody, if you guys are looking for, well, if you're in the Ottawa area anyways, not Strill. If you're in the Ottawa area, you should...
Hey, I just complimented you. Subscribe back.
No, he's not subscribing, so... No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. So, like, if anybody out there is looking for a place for actually catering, actually.
Yeah, catering.
Check out Lola's Kitchen. He basically goes over to give you authentic Filipino food, or if you pay him a little extra, he'd be able to set you up with a catered, catered.
A catered arrangement.
Yeah,
and it's very nice. So.
If you want to see more about it, there's a birthday video that I did back in May with Lola's Kitchen. That's when Kim was first starting out, so it's not like exactly what he does now. He's like elevated his food stuff now, but that's a little like what he kind of does. He does the banana leaf
banana
and
leaf
stuff
spread.
like that, and then he decorates it depending on what your situation is.
Yeah, he personalizes it. So.
Yeah, he personalizes it. So if you guys are doing like I don't know, like a birthday or like an anniversary or whatnot, he'll be able to customize it for you. And he does a pretty good job too. I think he did one. Actually, I have another video of that with the
one you went to, right?
It was the one
at 27 Club or
no. I didn't do a video for that one, but he did have a 27 Club one. He had a podcast one. There was a podcast.
Oh yes, with DJ Ray.
Yeah. I did a video on that one. You guys should check that one out because that is more of indicative of like what he kind of does with the food. So yeah. I think that's about it. Thanks everybody for joining us, and the DJ sound. Yeah, exactly. Thanks everybody for joining us. Hope you guys had a good time with this one, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, later, Strill.
Later,
Kim.
Thanks, guys. How do I? Oh.